a gentleman who found me working as a watchman and saw certain potential in me. He invited me to come and have a look at about an opportunity that could help me make some money part-time. So I attended the meeting. I bought the idea. I got started with some borrowed money. And 6 months down the line, I opted out of job, started building it full time. I came in for money, but along the way, I developed some interest in health. And today I like talking about health because I believed that it's an area that many people spend millions of money just trying to get health information, just trying to reverse their health conditions. So I developed interest of helping or wanting to help other people who are still having a chance to take good care of their health. So today I am going to talk about something that is very unique, something that is I have seen many people really struggling with it, and it's something that it's a hidden disease.
Eric, we can't hear you.
Body, when let's say muscle cells, the fatty cells, and the liver cells does not respond well to an hormone we call insulin. And insulin is an hormone that helps us to regulate sugar in the body. So if the body if those cells cannot respond well to the insulin, it therefore means you will end up with a good number of sugar in the blood simply because there is no good regulations, no good regulator. And this is caused by, number one, poor diet. Number two is a lack of physical activities. We eat, yet we don't do exercise. So there is no breakdown of carbohydrates. People who are overweight may end up having conditions that may lead to insulin resistance. People who are obesity, people who are on medication like steroids, they contribute to the body not able to produce insulin or to help insulin work well. Hormonal imbalances, environmental factors, and some toxins that like pesticides, all these are things that may cause the insulin resistance. And when people are struggling with these conditions, many of them doesn't know. And because it is something that can take up to about 10 years for you to be diagnosed with it, we may end up struggling for all these years with a condition that you don't really understand. And along the way, you may start seeing some symptoms, and the doctors will just focus on the symptoms. And wakati ameanza kuona those symptoms, some you'll be told that you'll have to live under medication simply because we don't have a clear medicine that can help you clear this condition. Insulin resistance is simply a poor breakdown of carbohydrates into the body. So the body cannot really convert the sugar into energy as it should be. So when you develop this condition, remember we've said it takes up to about 10 years. When it comes to reversing it, it may take months for you to continue, for you to completely reverse it. Therefore, when I mention these symptoms that I'm going to talk about, and you've got someone in mind who are already struggling with it, don't expect them to reverse it in 1 month or 2 months. It might take up to 3 months or so for them to reverse the condition. Many a times, you will notice someone have got these symptoms. You may understand, maybe I can start symptoms for ladies. When you have a challenge in losing weight, when you have a chronic fatigue all the time, when you are experiencing yeast infection, when you find you can't really concentrate on doing whatever you want to do, when you find your anger is always high, that increased anger, when you are struggling with blood pressure, high bad cholesterol, infertility, irregular cycles, cramps, some skin patches, you realize your part of your skin is black and you can't really understand why. Many a times you may find it in the armpit or at the neck. Then there are skin tags or what we call warts. You can't really understand what is causing all this. When someone is diabetic, when someone have got poor vision, they can't really see well. When someone have got memory issue, dementia, Alzheimer. So these are some of the symptoms. For ladies, there's a PCOS. PCOS simply means the body is not able to produce the good hormone, the good reproductive hormone for women, that is progesterone and estrogen. In fact, it may contribute to a body producing more of testosterone than the women's hormones, and that may affect how your systems behaves as a woman. Wengine utapata wameanza kumea ndevu kidogo, ama wameanza kumea nywele maybe on the chest. For ladies, these are just symptoms of a bigger problem that you are struggling with. And when you realize you have got such symptoms, many a times daktari ataanza kutafuta matibabu, utapewa madawa, and sio rahisi uweze kupata changes simply because the focus is wrong. You are missing the point. You are just treating a symptom of a bigger problem. For men, again, we have diabetes. We have visceral fats. Visceral fat is just the bad fat along the waist, ambayo pia ladies are really struggling with. Ile munaita poti. So when you have men struggling with that visceral fat, or women who have got waist that keeps on expanding, that is a big sign of an insulin resistance. So men struggle with that. Men struggle with the skin tags too. They don't concentrate on whatever you want to do. There's the blood pressure. There's a high level of the bad fats called homocysteine or triglyceride. We have vision issue, weight issue, the libido issue. Some may develop even cancer-related conditions, and you end up realizing kwamba when you have a problem like diabetes kwa mfano, there are other damages that diabetes bring like the nerve issues. And the reason as to why the doctors will tell you that you'll always be under medicine for the rest of your life is because they are focusing on just a symptom of a bigger problem, which is insulin resistance. For you to get rid of all these conditions, we have to learn on how to reverse the bigger condition or the bigger problem, which is insulin resistance. So, how do we get to reverse this issue? Basically, insulin resistance is a sugar problem. And the sugar is not able to get in within the cell so that it can be converted into energy effectively. How do we end up developing this? I will give a simple explanation. Mara mingi, those who ambao tumelelewa ushago ama mashambani, you'd realize that when you eat supper, while you are still at home maybe, you eat supper in the evening, probably it's ugali. Ugali is basically carbohydrates. When you wake up in the morning, you will go to the shamba. You will be in the garden up to about 12 or 1 p.m. That means the sugar that you ate at night, you've utilized all of it in the shamba. And from that one, that is when you are able to even take a porridge at home. But with the current state that we are living in, you've taken your supper in the evening. In the morning, you've not converted the sugar you ate yesterday into energy. You've not utilized it, and you are taking a breakfast which is again purely sugar. So to mean, and because the sugar is carbohydrate that is broken down from the mouth, the body will store the fat that you ate yesterday and start utilizing the sugar that you've just eaten that particular time. If you are going to work at around 10, you also have another tea in the office. Again, there are some stored fats, some stored sugar that you've taken in the morning that is not yet utilized, but you've added again ingine. Ikifika saa saba, so there's always some small portion of sugar getting stored in the body that should be utilized. That is what eventually brings the condition called insulin resistance, because you have accumulation of unused sugar in the body. So sukari yatakuwa yana circulate mingi sana kwenye damu. Now, what help us to work on it or to reverse on it? Number one, always check your diet. Make sure that whatever diet you are taking is very low in sugar. That is very, very important. Number two, do exercise. Exercise will help you to improve the blood circulation, but the most important part of it is exercise will activate a bacteria in the stomach that is called microbiome. Microbiome will start doing its work, which is to feed on the roughages that should be eliminated outside the body to help that same body produce vitamin K and vitamin B. And these are the two most essential vitamins that helps you to strengthen the immunity of the stomach. So if you realize you're struggling with these conditions, please start engaging yourself in exercise, because those essential vitamins are really helpful when it comes to the gut health. Besides that, I will mention our New Life products. Just one product and one benefit that it helps when it comes to insulin resistance. I'll start with the Trianen. as we all know, trenin makes your cell membrane permeable and soft so that it can allow everything of nutritional value to get in and waste to be eliminated effectively. So trenin just helps you open up cells. Then there is magnesium, very essential mineral for fighting insulin resistance. It helps you improve the insulin sensitivity and improve the glucose metabolism. Glucose metabolism simply means the fat the sugar burning process. Insulin sensitivity simply means it may start allowing insulin inside the cell. The sugar, it allow sugar getting inside the cell kwa urahisi so that it can get converted into energy. Then we have chelated zinc that helps you to in secretion and insulin storage, and this will always work in protecting against the insulin resistance. So zinc is equally very important for someone who is struggling with, or if you want to reverse the insulin resistance. Then we have vitamin D that is in calcium, it is in vegan D, it is in vitamin A and D. So you can opt to use calcium, magnesium in it. Vitamin D helps you in reducing the inflammation caused by the insulin resistance. We call it glucose inflammation. So vitamin D may help you reduce that. At the same time, it helps you improve the insulin sensitivity. Then we have vitamin B12 that helps in the breakdown of carbohydrates, and that is the vitamin that the body will start producing on its own when you start doing exercises, remember. So if someone is telling you have got any problem with the stomach, one of the biggest products you can always recommend is vitamin B complex, because it helps in improving the breakdown of the carbohydrates. Huo ndio mwanzo wa matatizo zako. So if you are able to help the body to produce down its carbohydrate effectively, to break down its carbohydrate effectively, then you are able to get much, much better. Then we have a product like Botanical Balance. Botanical Balance have got chromium. Botanical Balance have got curcumine and have got turmeric, and all this works in making sure that the metabolism is at its optimum. And it also chromium also very good for managing the insulin resistance. In managing, it simply tells you that when you eat something that that have got the sugar that the body doesn't need, it doesn't get stored in the body. So Botanical Balance helps you to eliminate the sugar that you take, and because you already have a problem, ile ambayo sasa umeikula iweze kuondolewa outside the body. Then omega-3 salmon again helps you to reduce the glucose inflammation and helps you burn the triglyceride. Triglyceride is a fat, is a sugar that is stored in the blood in form of fats. So omega-3 helps you to work down on that. Then lastly, we have fiber tablets that helps you to reduce sugar in the blood. And when you start working on that, don't expect a solution in 1 month. The minimum period that you are going to take to reverse all this effectively is about 3 months or so. Give yourself 3 to 6 months. And Bearing in mind you are working on your diet, bearing in mind you are going to engage the body in physical exercises. With food discipline, with exercise, with good supplementation, I guarantee you are going to reverse insulin resistance within a very short period of time. So if you know someone struggling with all those symptoms I mentioned, before you even think of getting a solution to their problems, consider giving them the products that we have mentioned, because it would be better to dig the problem from its cause. So I had that small information to share with us. I believe that everyone have learned something on it. But remember, we, the distributors who are on this call, don't wait to be a victim. I know either you or someone in the family already struggling with such conditions. Let's start these products on ourselves so that we can improve our insulin sensitivity. We can improve our insulin uptake, and eventually we are able to reduce it. If you feel you are struggling with losing weight, just check your diet and take the products that helps you to reduce your insulin intake, and you'll start realizing the body is able now to stop storing any sugar in form of fats, and that automatically will help you to lose the weight. So that is all I wanted to share, Iti. I believe someone have learned something. Back to you, please, Iti, take it over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. I do believe that everybody is talented in one way or the other. Eric is very keen on health. Sometimes when we are together and we are dining, or maybe out there, maybe for a cup of tea or lunch or wherever it is, sometimes we feel shy because he's very keen on what we are eating. And let me tell you, all this is just a matter of attitude. You can change anything around us. From the day that I came to New Life, I learned how to change. I learned how to look after what I'm eating. I look at my menu. And those things that I used to do before, I no longer do them. Maybe if I eat fries, it's maybe I'm out with my children. You know, sometimes you say only for today, but you are still feeling very guilty. And of course, our company is teaching us so much. And everything that comes for a reason, so that you can be able to run. Sometimes so that when we find we are sick, we know where we are going wrong. And if I can look at the many years that I've been in your life, and having observed my diet, looking at what I'm eating, other than when I'm having fun, maybe traveling, at least it has helped me so much. I can't remember when I last maybe went to see a doctor, maybe my family, because of this or the other, because we are very keen about taking care of our health. And so it's just a matter of attitude. And so if you can revolve around attitude, check what you're doing with ourselves, with our families, what you're putting on your table for your children. I do believe it is really going to help all of us. Not just maybe we are just talking for other people to do it. And because sometimes because of the changing lifestyles, one thing that I think we can do as maybe parents and people that are coming up, I know the young people, you indulge a lot this time, you're feeling so energetic, but if you are 50 years plus, you really need to be very keen. The young people can burn the energy, the stoned sugars very quickly, but for the older ones, we need to be very careful on what we do. Remember, if any part of your body is not well, remember the rest of your body is unwell. And by so, your family is also unwell. And by so, our resources are affected, because you need money to treat all these things, which you can actually be able to avoid. So because we are in your life, and at least what we can say, that we have got food supplements that can really help us. I have a brand of them. Like if I can count all of them, I have got more than 10 different products that I'm taking every other single time, because I do believe that is the greatest investment that I can ever do for myself. Because I work the business, I make the money, then this body that is making the money must feel very right. One thing that I can assure you, if you look at the Japanese and the Chinese, they eat very well, they still supplement their diet. You come maybe to Europe and maybe the America people, They eat badly, but they supplement their diet. The Africans, we eat badly, we don't supplement our diet. And that's why many pharmaceutical countries, pharmaceutical companies, they know where their business is going to be is in Africa. Because that's where there are so many diseases. And the diseases is because we are eating very badly and we are not supplementing. For those of us who have learned how to supplement, I can assure you, you are going to cut off your medical bills by almost 98%. 2% maybe ni ile tu ni lazima saa zingine mwili njikasa kidogo, at least because of course the white blood cells are there and they have to do their work, but 98% you have taken care of your medical bills. And I can tell you, especially for those people with young ones, you can be able to take care of your children and have healthy children that will never miss to go to school. And that's what we've been through. I really appreciate this company so much. It's taken me many years. I can't remember when I say that I really went for a medical, something, maybe for checkups to make sure that you sour. But basically, because of using the products, I'm good and I'm full of energy. Sometimes people wonder, you walk so fast. It's the energy because you're taking the product. Anyway, away from that, let me at least give you a few things before we close. We are saying, this is just about our attitude. We can change. And one thing that I'm really trying to kick out is sugar. And sometimes I find sometimes kamonja tu, lakini yako kamonja tu pia nataka kaondoke. So let's look at about attitudes about life. And you see, when you have got the right attitude, it can set you apart from the 90% of the people. And so what we can say, attitude number one, believe that you can improve. In case you've been doing it wrong, just always remember that you can improve. Adopt the mindset that avoid the mindset that with effort you can get better at anything. And with this mindset, you will see challenges as opportunities to grow and make your life better. Number two, always learn. Be curious and always strive to know more. By continuously learning new things, you'll stay sharp and often achieve more in life. Yeah? Attitude is everything, we always say so. Always remember, there's always time to bounce back. In case you find that you've gone down, just remember, there's always time to bounce back. You can recover from setbacks instead of giving up, especially if you find you are here on this insulin resistance thing. In case you find that you're here, and in case you find that things are going wrong, one thing that we can always say that instead of giving up, when things go wrong, first find ways to overcome obstacles and keep moving. The other thing is be proactive. Instead of waiting for things to happen, take action to make things better. Plan ahead and solve problems before they become significant. And that is what we've been taught tonight, and we can go take care of ourselves. The other thing is understand others. Put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand how they feel. You can build stronger relationship with the people by caring about their feelings. Sometimes if you find maybe those people with overweight and don't know what is happening, sometimes we do give some comment. But before you do that, kindly always consider them. And finally, being grateful. Focus on the good things in your life. You can become happier and more satisfied by appreciating what you have rather than dwelling on what you lack. So what we are saying, let's be grateful that we have new life with us. It has taught us a lot of things, that we can be able to take care of ourselves, be able to take care of our families, be able to take care of our siblings and everybody that is around us, because we are here to make the world a healthier and a happier place for each and every one of us. And let me assure you that if we go ahead of other people, let me tell you, things are going to be so better. And so anytime we come to learn, always try to pick up something, because as we do that, life is going to become better. The other thing is, Monday is next week on Monday. I hope you are preparing yourself. I hope you are looking at your scorecard. I hope you are putting at your target. I remember a while back, I used to play in Itangwa. It's called what? Then that. This time I really loved playing that, and sometimes I would really play that with my children. Of course, it's not what is called the bullseye. Anytime you hit there, you earn, 3 times. And so what we are saying is that it's good to look at your scorecard. It's good to look at the bullseye so that you can hit it, and if you hit it, you earn so much. And so what we are saying, look at your scorecard, look at those people that are almost doing their 250, those who are almost doing their 500, 1,000, 2,000, and those who are in there to become directors, and of course transiting all the way to the appointee and the president team member. And so we can work with our teams these remaining days. I know we have had a few hiccups here and there because of like what was happening today. Of course, we worked from home, but I hope you took time to open keys that you never opened on Zoom. You took time maybe to train your team, or maybe somebody that you've never talked to. Maybe today you got some time because you seated, you got time to invite for the next meeting. And so it was not just a Wednesday, maybe to stay there in bed the entire time. No, it was time to always do something. Otherwise, keep working on it, and I'm sure it's going to get better. The other thing is, let's remember this weekend we have a meeting in Nakuru, we have a meeting in Meru, we have a meeting in Karatina on Friday, Kikuyu on Saturday, we have a meeting, many places. Go to your WhatsApp groups. I'm sure all those meetings are there, and I'm sure you are not likely to be left out. Because remember, our business is about numbers. Where there are numbers, the mathematics will never be wrong. So make sure that you have got as many people joining your team, because you always say that is the right plan of our business. The more people you are able to get into a business, we can always become better every other single day. For those that remember, that is for those maybe people that I train with. Remember, we have got the Royal Summit, that's our convention. The Royal Team Convention is coming in August 23rd. Kindly get ready. Remember to pay 1,500 shillings. That is for your t-shirt and for your refreshments. And come be ready to have fun. And today I've seen, as we was at home, many people have really paid. And so what we can say is that let's get ready for that day and let's get fun. And let's keep on doing all what you can do. Let's go do one-on-ones. But then you can even do one-on-one on Zoom. Even if you don't pay for your Zoom, what you can be able to do, you can actually be able to do the 40 minutes that you're given by Zoom. You can actually be able to do a one-on-one. One-on-one is supposed to be about 10-15 minutes and you are done. And so whatever you are doing, and I know tomorrow, I know we will be out there for businesses. Other people are traveling to places to do businesses over the weekend. Next week, we are in Mombasa. Make sure that you are somewhere. Make sure that you are building your business in many places. And I know what you've learned today, let's put it into perspective. Let's keep on working on it, and great things are going to happen to all of us. Let's always remember the basics. Never, ever forget the basics. Remember, whoever is in Mexico, whether you are in Europe, whether you are in America, whether in Africa, the basics remain the same. Those people that are earning maybe 1,000 shillings, those who are earning maybe 50,000, those who are earning 150, those who are earning 500,000, those who are earning maybe a million plus, what are they doing? They are practicing the basics. And basic number one, remember to use your products. Let me tell you, you can't sell what you don't know. You can't sell what you don't use. You can't talk about something that you do not know. When I get the perfect story about the company, about the products, about my feelings. I also get stories of other people, and because they are also using and they are sharing with me. Number two, let's remember to share the products. We have the greatest opportunity there is in the world. And one thing that I can assure you on this call, this is the only company that has got nutritional products. Many other companies are giving people pharmaceutical products. I actually saw one and then I said, oh my goodness. And the way they are telling people, maybe the products are good, but they are pharmaceutical products. But I can tell you, Neorife is 100% a nutritional product. Yani from the farm to the table, that is what I'm talking about. And if you are able to share with the people, because many people are challenged, and our purpose here is to end poor health and of course financial stress, And so what we are saying, let's go out there and share the products with our customers, with our families, with our relatives, everybody. Because remember, if your relative is sick, you are the one to give money for medication. But if you give them the products, I know the families are not easy to deal with, but if you give them the products, you are going to cut those medical bills for your family and for your loved ones and for your friends. Always remember, if your friends are sick, when they are raising money, hata wewe utakuwa kwa hiyo group. Tell them, even if they say no, they are going to say yes another day. The other thing is, let's remember to share the business opportunity, like I said there before. That is the lifeblood of our business. Numbers will never lie. Where you put in the numbers, great things are going to happen. Let's always remember to come for training. When we come for training, that's where we get the skill, that's where we get the knowledge. And sometimes the reason why we were taken to school, because our parents wanted us to be better than they were when they were growing up. Because in the 1960s, many people did not value education, but the education, let me tell you, is something of great value. That skill, that knowledge that you've gotten is really very important. Because you always said, even Solomon, he was a very wise person. It's because he must have acquired some skills, some knowledge, and that's why he was wise. And so what we are saying, let's get the skill as much as possible. Skill comes in the training, knowledge comes in the training. People share their stories, you listen to them, you get more skills, you get more experience. And so what we are saying, let's keep on learning. The basics are very crucial to all of us, and nobody is exempted. So let's go share our basics to all the distributors, reminding them why they need to practice the basics. I've been practicing basics for over 20 years, and they are in my hand. They never run away. They are always there, and so it's just like taking a glass of water. And so what we are saying, let's practice the basics. Even as we close the month, let's remember the basics. Let's also remember that all those distributors that do not attain 250 points, they are losing money. But if you can show them how they can go to 250 points, they can be able to earn a 3%, and at least they will be able to learn a skill on how to earn money. The other thing is those who do 500 points, they are paid at 5%. That's about 3 to about 5,000, 8,000 Kenya shillings. Those who do 1,000 are paid at 10%. That check is about 8, it can go to about 18, 20 plus thousand. Those who do 2,000 points, you can earn from 25,000 to about 50,000 Kenyan shillings. Those who do 3,000, that is 50 plus. 50,000 Kenyan shillings. How many people are employed are earning 50? And probably you are doing this business part-time, or maybe, masaa yako ya sianda, and you are still earning money. Those who are doing 4,000, 70,000 to 100,000 to 120, I've seen people in my team, Emerald directors, earning to about 150. That is good money. How many people are employed are earning 150,000? I'm telling you, people, you can be able to do that. And of course, the rest, always remember that anytime you go now to 4,000, you become a director. And from director now, you are responsibility. And that's why the company values you as a director so much. Your responsibility is now to show other people how to become directors. And when you show other people how to become directors, that's how you go to the next level. You are called a surveyor director. You are called a 1 rupee, a 2 rupee, a 3 rupee, a 4 rupee, a 5 rupee. That's why you go to diamond, depending on the number of directors that you develop in the business. And let me tell you, you'll be so excited because you're earning something good. You are going to enjoy the lifestyle. And remember, next year we are going to Egypt. Okay, I was born in a Catholic family. We used to do those animations in church, yeah? And one thing that I used to see is that, we used to learn about Pharaoh. We used to learn about the pyramid. All those things. This time I'm telling myself, I have to go and see what Pharaoh used to do. I have to go and see what that Misri, but Misri, ni kule Wanaisraeli walikuwa wamefungwa, lakini sisi tutaenda na tutarudi kwetu. Hatutakuwa wafungwa, lakini Misri lazima tutaenda. But you see what, you can't go to Misri if you are not sharing this business with other people. You can't go to Misri if you don't learn the skill of getting to Egypt. You must sit with your sponsor, get to know how do I go to Egypt, because Egypt lazima tutaenda. It's a must for 2026. For me, me lazima nienda Egypt. And let me tell you, it's amazing because you are going to have fun. Fun like you've never seen. Like now, we left Cape Town the other day. I earned fun. I remember that day the company earned 29 Jeep. And we went for a road trip in a convoy. Let me tell you, it was the greatest, happiest of my mind, my moment. And then I said, if I never did this business, what the hell would I have been doing on a road trip fire jeep in Cape Town and going to a private vineyard for lunch? But this business gave me that opportunity. You see, let me tell you, when I was in that jeep, and of course, it had an open, the roof was open. you could get out there and take the vote, especially when it's just going across the ocean and you can see so far. Let me tell you, I was so happy. And I have now I have a new dream, and I'll talk this dream. I've driven all the Toyotas that you can never think about, yeah. But this time I want to buy a different car, and I want to buy a Jeep. If I never went to Cape Town, let me tell you, I would not have gotten that dream now. You see, okay, I have many other dreams, but that's a new dream that I have. So that's why we tell you, do the business. As you move around, you are going to acquire new dreams. Now I have a new dream to buy a Jeep. And I came to, and I was sharing with my children. I was telling them, you know what we have? I have to buy a Jeep. And I don't want to buy that Jeep alone. Nataka hata pia ninyi mnunue Jeep. Ndio siku ile tunaenda mahali maybe we want to go for a picnic. And maybe with their families. You know what? Kila mtu akue kwa Jeep yake. And it is really amazing. And so that means new dreams are coming every single day. And let me tell you, so long as you continue doing the business, it's really going to be fun for all of us. And so in Egypt, one thing, Kenya Airways, I think they do with the Ethiopia Airlines. Tukitoka hapa wale wataenda KQ, tukifika Ethiopia tutachukua Ethiopia Airlines, itupeleke wapi? Itupeleke huko Misri. Alternatively, we can take Air Ethiopia, itupeleke Ethiopia, then itupeleke huko Egypt. Alternatively, there's Egypt here that comes right in Nairobi. We can take a direct flight all the way to Egypt. Unaweza chagua airline yoyote unataka, so long as they'll get you there. And let me tell you, we are going to have fun in Egypt. Those pyramids, we are going to go for those excursions. And, you know, if you are not in it, then you can't be in it. If you do not have become, you know, if you are not working on your business, then you don't have to talk about Egypt. But for me, Egypt, here I come. And, you know, we are working so hard with my team. And the other day I went to see one of my clients. And I told her, you know what, my friend, I know you don't need money. You have so much money. But I want us to work to go to Egypt. And she said, by the way, let me go see some of my 4 friends. We see whether we can go to Egypt together. So we have a target to work because we have to go in Egypt. Tunataka hiyo ndege iwe imejaa vizuri sana. I don't know whether you'll be among of those. But in case you want to be among us, one thing that you must do, go out there and share the business opportunity with as many people as you can. We can even go for those desert excursions, you know. Let's go have fun. Life is not a rehearsal. You know, every single day that it passes, you know, it just goes. And you are becoming older. Tunasemanga funja mfupa kama bando meno iko. Bando meno yangu iko. Wacha nienda nikafunja mifupa. Funja mifupa, yeah. That is, you know, exercising. Let me go and do it in Egypt. Yeah, but for that time, I'll not be here in Kenya. I'll be in Egypt. I want to go and have fun. Nitafunja mifupa kama bando meno iko. Before I'm 60, before I'm 70, before I'm 80, before I'm 90. By the time I'm 100 and 100 plus, and I can't travel, let me tell you, I've traveled to so many cities of the world. So far, I know I've done more than 50 cities of the world. And I want to do more and more as I grow older. As I wait for the next of my generation to take over my business, when I would have grown old and I can't travel anymore, I will be saying, yes, I did it. I would not have any regret about life. Na hata wewe unaweza, na pia inawezekana. The only thing, let's go there, share the business opportunity as many people as you can, and life will never be the same again. Otherwise, guys, it's been great talk to you on this day. Let's wish our brothers and sisters, those who have been at today, as you do your evening prayers, kindly remember to pray for them. Let's remember to pray for our families, for those maybe that might be affected tonight. It's not easy maybe when your family member is hurt, because of course it removes a lot of energy out of us. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of our nation. Let's pray for our nation. We have no other Kenya to go to. We want to have fun right here in Kenya. Our country is so beautiful. People love Kenya so much. People would want to be like us, but you know what, they can't be. But we are so privileged to be Kenyans, and we want to thank God. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely night. Thank you so much for accompanying me this evening. I'm sure you've learned something. Thank you so much, Eric, for what you've done to so many people today, because their lives are going to change. Wale tumekuwa na katumbo tutakata, because we have known now how kukatakata ako katumbo. Sile madhara tuko nazo kwa mili, sasa tumenjua vile tutazikatakata, and today was an evening well spent. Otherwise, guys, have a lovely night. God bless you so much. Mungu abariki sana, na Mungu abariki taifa letu la Kenya. Asanteni sana. Good night.